Hi everybody, here's Krystian from Teamworkcast.
And I'm Jackson Howard from the Putty Corporation.
Jackson Howard, how did you design the dinosaurs?
I watched The Land Before Time and I was really high.
Yeah. This explains everything. This is the 17th of August. And this is the Euregio tournament. This is the Würfelkiste Aachen. This is the second round of Swiss. This is the second game in that round of Swiss. I'm playing against Jaro. You perhaps saw the first game against Jaro already, where Jaro was struggling against my HB deck. And,
White Tree.
This is another White Tree. White Tree very popular nowadays.
Yeah.
And I am playing Andromeda, which is always popular. It's a classic. What are the abilities of those two identities, Nick?
So for Andromeda, you get to draw 9 cards.
Yes.
At the beginning of your thing. And that's it.
That's
After
good.
that original thing that happens there, nothing else happens. You're done.
Yeah.
You're just done.
Well, hopefully I win.
And then for the White Tree, this is replicating perfection, and you cannot run on remote servers unless you run on a central server first.
Yes! That is correct, Nick. You win the internet.
Yay! Yay! Somebody's going to post about how it took me a while to remember these things. It's okay.
So what do you think will happen now that we already saw Jaro playing? Again, I want to repeat this. This is the first tournament Jaro ever played. So, keep the criticism to the minimum. He's doing God's work here.
Yeah. You got to go through a whole bunch of losses before you start getting wins. Unless you're like me, then you don't really care if you win. You just like being an idiot. And you play silly decks.
So Jaro has one goal in this tournament.
Is it to win one game?
Yes. And I can tell you, he did win one game in this tournament, and even more than that.
So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you win this game, but he wins against other people later.
Maybe. Sadly we won't see Jaro again because I kept the camera with me. So maybe he wins it against me. That would be also good.
I want to see more games with Garion. You guys should just play a game every day.
A Garion versus Krystian tournament. That would be great. It's like 5 rounds of Swiss, just me against Garion.
Yeah. People have been talking about how can Netrunner continue to grow. I think that alternate tournament things where everybody is networked together, and instead of playing the opponent you're matched against, you can actually play a different opponent across the room.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
All right, I'm taking Mulligan, Nick. I'm taking Mulligan.
Well, it's because you didn't get any good cards. You had 9 chances to get a good card, and you didn't get it. You know why? Because Andromeda is a shallow identity that nobody should play.
Wow, you're being very aggressive against the Andromeda right now. She's just one of the 1%, right?
I just hate the 1%.
She can't help to be that rich,
Yeah.
Ritzy.
Right.
She's been born this way.
I was born this way.
The Ritzy project, where people stand up and talk about them being rich.
I was born this way.
Is that a Lady Gaga impression you're doing right there?
No. It's just words that are coming out of my mouth.
I actually, for the first time in my life, I actually listened to a couple of Taylor Swift videos. Like InfoSec Taylor Swift has brought me around to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, all of the stuff with Becky is the thing that...
No, it's not Becky.
It's Becky. Taylor Swift, current champion of the internet.
Yeah,
there's nothing you can do about it.
She's the antidote to Gamergate.
Yep.
All right, we begin the game finally, and Jaro draws a card, and let's see about what he's going to do.
So, time question here. You guys have approximately 15 minutes left to play this game.
Around, yeah, maybe a little bit more, 20 minutes.
And at 1 hour, do they just come by and say, you're done?
There's a time, and then when they say time, then we have the current player ends the turn, and then there's another player.
Whoa! You played a sure gamble. We don't want to miss any gameplay moments with our useless commentary.
Yes, we have to explain now the strategy because about me playing a sure gamble. That's usually something that you want to play in the first turn.
Yeah, because, it gets you some money, and it's not really a gamble because it's for sure, but the Oracle is there to help you.
And also, I'm playing Andromeda, so I have so much cards on my hand, I really have to use all my 4 clicks to play a card. So if I don't, then I have to discard.
Math problem here. You have 9 cards. As a runner, you can only hold 5 maximum.
Yeah.
So you have to at least play 4 cards.
Cool strats. I do play Desperados. Wiki why? I mean, I really need to watch this film again.
I watched it not too long ago.
I don't remember anything about the movie except for a spider at the end.
Yeah, it's sort of fun because it's like at the time in pen and paper RPGs, they were really into the idea of the Old West and gadgets, and so this movie filled this like terrific niche that nobody ever thought anyone would ever fill ever with anything.
I do make a dirty laundry on archives.
Dirty laundry means you make a run,
and then
probably on an open server, and then if it's successful, you get money.
Yeah, 5 money to be exact, but it costs 2, so just 3. I do get out wow! I do get out
What is that card?
Plastic Carapace. I don't know why.
Better to get it out, I guess, than to discard it.
I know that Jaro is doing crazy decks, and he could have had a Scorched Earth in his deck. Why not? Why? Better be safe than sorry.
Even though he's part of like your play group, you're not sure what deck he's brought with him?
No, I'm not. That's the problem with Jaro. He's like all over the place.
Ah, the hyper ADD kid?
No, he does have a Scorched Earth on his hand.
You did a good job. Good.
I think he has a Scorched Earth. Is that true? Have I seen correctly? I don't know.
I see NAPD contract.
It's the last card on the right. I think it is an HV contract. All right, he installs a card. Maybe I saw the Scorched Earth while he was mixing the cards or something. Is that a Scorched Earth? I don't know. I know he has a Flare. Which is also a great kind of ice. It's something that you really don't expect.
They need to have a crossover event with Final Fantasy, and they can just have Moon Crash.
I'm playing
Sephiroth.
Vita.
XVG.
Vitaga.
One-winged angel. The best ice ever.
And also Ilfrid. Whenever you play Ilfrid, you have to make the Ilfrid dance, which lasts like 15 minutes. You can't skip it. Running on HQ. Whoa! Nick, running on HQ. I'm face checking into a Kamino. Oh no.
Goodbye. All of your cards.
There's nothing I can do against this. I have to discard everything.
Bonk.
Oh no.
Well done, Jaro. Well done.
Jaro has succeeded in the victory. I jack out. I don't access anything anymore because I saw that he has a shock there. So if I had access to shock, this game would be over immediately. I just drew a card. Man, that's a bummer. That's a bummer right there. That's a problem. You cannot face check against Jinteki anymor.
Jinteki. Yeah, you should not really be face checking when you're playing a Jinteki deck.
Yeah, not anymore. Like Kamino turned that shit off.
You're just
parasiting the Kamino.
I feel like that should be followed with like you flipping him off for a good 20 seconds.
Well,
like leaning across the table in his face, you're telling him he's number one.
Doing a flip of dance, yeah, I should that. I mean, come on, he did a good job. I mean, just for 5 credits, making me discard my entire hand, man.
Look at the celebrity gift.
Celebrity gift.
Look at all these cards. Look at all these NAPD contracts.
Oh, there's indeed a Scorched Earth.
Yeah.
And there's a Sensei.
Ooh. Will Senpai notice me?
Senpai! We should have a card as a senpai. And if you run to it, it's like, no, the senpai notices you.
Yeah, he's a sentry. He notices you.
It's just like that, you know. You get a tag. Senpai's noticed you.
Senpai notices you and you get a tag. That's good.
Yeah. Alright, so he installed a card in that server and Kamino gets trashed, man. That Kamino. It did its job. I'm still bummed about this. I'm still in shock.
You know, sometimes we get caught with our pants down. It's gonna happen every now and then, you know?
Account siphon. He loses 5 credits, I get 10 credits. Sweet. Perfect timing for this. Good job, Krystian. 2 tags. 3 clicks left. I know he has Scorched Earth, so I really need to remove those tags. I do have a little bit of Scorched Earth protection. But yeah. Better be safe than sorry, you know. Running on the server. Ah! Lady Luck has shine on my face.
But you need to get... Do you have 2 clicks left? You do.
Yeah, I do.
Lucky you. I guess you know what you're doing. You should just let him hit you. Whatever, dude. Don't care.
Well, you know, that's what the blast crit is for, I guess. I tried to wrap my head around him having the Scorched Earth there as well. I'm really also very anxious about running on anything. Oh, I decide not to remove the tags. Interesting. I'm drawing 2 cards. He gets out that is a Melange Mining Corp there. And he clicks the Melange Mining Corp to get all the monies in the world. 7. 7 is the amount of monies in the world, Nick.
7 is the luckiest number. That's why 3 of them is a jackpot.
And 1 is the loneliest number.
You would think 0 would.
Yeah, it doesn't even have itself. Alright, I'm getting out a fairy. Where were you, fairy? Where were you? I'm doing a sure gamble, and I guess then I remove the tags. Wow, he clicks again the Melange Mining Corp. I'm the first click I'm running on there. I didn't remove the text, I guess.
Melange.
Oh, flare! What? Alright, what is flare again? Man, Ono Zendai. Ono Zendai has noticed me. It is a 6-strength sentry with a trace subroutine. Got through it with a fairy. It was still expensive, and it was able to trash the Melange Mining Corp. Another sure gamble. Man, how many sure gambles do I have on my hand? Wow.
You're a gambling fool. I guess if I had as much money as Andromeda,
I'm
I would
a
be
love
gambling
fool,
too.
and I'm able to shut down the flare. Yes.
But now he's gonna blast you, isn't he? Or did you get rid of those tags?
I hope I did run on HQ this turn, because that would have been illegal otherwise. Alright, he does another celebrity gift. Not very wise, because... Oh, I guess he doesn't have any agendas on there, so I don't care.
But wait, are you tagged?
I am still tagged, yeah.
And he just hasn't played?
Well, I could have just countered with a blast creed. Drawing card. Now I'm removing the tags, Nick. Now I'm removing them.
Makes me happy. I was worried for you.
Yeah, it's so cool. Because now I play daily casts. And I wanted to remove the tags so he can't trash the daily casts. That would be unfortunate. Jaro draws a card.
I like these sleeves.
They're good. They're like those Netrunner dedicated sleeves.
Yeah.
They're in red and blue, so, you know, for Corp and Runner. He installs a card in front of R&D. And with third click, he thinks. A lot of ice on his hand.
Wheels be turning.
Wheels be turning, indeed. Come on, Jaro. It's not that difficult. It's just a lot of ice. He's also playing that cerebral static current, which is completely useless against Andromeda. Because what it does is the text of the runner's card is blank.
It's blank, yeah.
And Andromeda's text is, she starts with 9 cards, so it's already fired. The benefit's already. The damage is done. I am doing a special order.
Special order.
And I get
with one of the weirdest arts in all of Netrunner, apparently.
It's a little bit weird, yeah. And I'm getting out a fairy. There's another stinky finger.
All those fingers coming in from wherever.
And I bzz it away.
It's like those weird faces in the Labyrinth movie that were made with hands.
Whenever I think about Labyrinth, I think about David Bowie's crotch.
I think about balls. Crystal balls.
Yeah, crystal balls, yeah.
Crystal balls and crotches.
Do you think the crystal balls are a metaphor?
For how large he is? Yes, I would say they are. Ooh.
It is. Oh, I see the cerebral static. I run on his HQ, but he doesn't rest anything. Interestingly, I guess
I don't think he has any agendas in his hand.
He doesn't have anything to hide.
Or maybe he just wants you to think he doesn't have anything to hide.
Ooh, mind games, Nick. Mind games.
But I mean, he's got 14 credits. You have 1 breaker, so why not put something out there that forces you to do something?
Man, I think up even more like creating those always empty servers. Jaro is wrapping himself in a security blanket of unrest ice.
They're all data mines.
I hope so.
They'll all go off at once.
It would be certainly better than the Kamino I just face checked.
You know, I think the very first time I played that card, I won because they also face planted into a snare.
I'm running on that on R&D, and there's a chum there.
Chum.
I'm checking out. I'm checking out. I don't want to encounter whatever is behind there.
Yeah, that's the best way to go when you run into a
getting
chum.
out the Kitty Jones, and I click the Kitty Jones.
For people who don't know, the thing on Chum, it just says the next piece of ice the runner encounters has +2 strength, do 3 net damage, unless the runner breaks all subroutines on that piece of ice.
Yeah. So if that was an ice that I can't break, he would do damage to me. So I don't have any breakers. So
it would be amazing if it was a Koma Inu.
Yeah.
That's just be rude. Rude.
Oh, rude indeed. Rude indeed. Love is the drug. Nick, love is the drug.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It is the drug. It is actually the drug. All right, I'm getting out a passport. I can break goat gates, but only if they are installed in front of central servers.
I thought love was an MMO.
That is also the truth. I'm running on R&D now. I'm breaking the Kamino with a passport, and afterwards, I was lucky. That was is that a Yagura? No, it's not a Yagura, right?
You broke a chum.
I know, but the second one that was just rest.
Oh, I'm not sure what that is.
Oh man, I haven't seen. It's a code gate that does that. There are two subroutines. One does. One enables the corp to look at the top card of the R&D and then put it at the bottom, and the other one does net damage. And the name is indeed Yagura.
You were faster than me. It's an interesting ice. You don't see many people use it.
Yeah, it's good because it's net damage from a code gate. You don't expect that. And also the other, we were going to see a game where the other ability was incredibly effective.
I always like seeing players that are new to the tournament scene come in because I always think of, do you know Thomas Kuhn's Structure of Scientific Revolutions?
No.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Are we doing the mind game? He wins the mind game.
Jaro.
I'm guessing that was a Future Perfect up there.
So you guys have about 7 minutes left?
Yeah. I'm not doing too well because I'm at 2 points right now.
But you're still winning though.
Okay.
I'm winning.
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna win. No, I'm not doing too well. I'm doing a little bit of pressure, but he did a good job stuff being installed in the server and advanced. What could it be? What could it be, right? I just saw that he drew a Future Perfect. Right? Right, Nick,
yes.
right?
Yes, correct.
So this could be a Future Perfect, I guess, right? Drawing a card. Drawing another card. Account siphoning.
What if it's Cerebral Overrider?
Oh man, this is going to be interesting.
No, Project Junebug is mine.
Account siphoning. This is a very tough spot to play account siphon on. He really needs to rest the cards to keep me out, but then he won't have the money to rest other cards. It's like he loses money whatever. And my idea, of course, to get his money down, so I cannot rest any ice in front of that agenda.
Ooh.
He does rest another Yagura there.
Is that a snare in his hand? It is a snare in his hand.
That would be hilarious. I'm just breaking the net damage subroutine so he can look at the top card of his library, and he decides to put it at the bottom. Or like, I guess that's R&D, not library. And then he doesn't rest anything else.
He's got $5.
He does rest.
Oh.
There is the Sensei. Sensei noticed me.
Senpai.
Now every other ice in that server has subroutines, but I don't trigger actually the account siphon now because he's managed to spend enough money, so I just access a card. And this is the oh no, that's something that you want to see. Not good. I'm running it now on that server on my last click. He cannot res it. He cannot res anything. And it is the Future Perfect, of course! Of course! Nick. Of course. Now I'm 5 points, just 2 points to win the game. He does have a snare, it's hilarious. I could have lost there. If I had hit the snare, he could have triggered it, and next turn he could have scorched me. No, he couldn't have, because I still have... it's weird. Getting rid of all the cards that I used up. Alright, it's my turn again. I guess he only gets money. Running on his... and that's it. No, it's not over yet. It's not over yet.
You have one more.
That's a new agenda from Jinteki. It's also fascinating to see it in play. It was quite successful at this tournament. It is called Encrypted Portals. It is a 1 point agenda. And all code gate ice gets +1 strength when it's scored.
Oh, that's fun.
And also, when you score it, you get 1 credit for every rezzed code gate eyes. It's actually, like, the internet was very down on this agenda, but it's actually really, really good.
I was going to say, that's if you have just a deck full of code gates, sure, you're going to get broken pretty easily, but if you score this agenda...
Yeah, and he's I mean, okay, like Higuras doesn't get too great with 1 more. But yeah, I mean, he has like 4 code gates out now, so that would have gotten him 4 money. So a net yield of 1 money, and you get a dinner point. It's great, and all your code gates get stronger. It's like if you really focus on this, you can really get great. Oh wow! Look at this. He gets out a Sundu, Nick. Sundu. What does Sundu do?
Sundu, every time the runner takes an action, or just the first time you get a credit?
First time.
Okay.
But that action has to be not on a run on the server with Sundu. Not a problem here. I'm doing a dirty laundry on R&D. I'm paying the 4 credits or so that I need to.
The word on Sundu is
and it's the winning agenda! It's the winning agenda, it's a philotic entanglement. Wow. Wow.
And he had a snare in his hand.
He had a snare in his hand, he had a scorched earth in his hand. Oh, there were some flares going on there. There was Eli there. Interesting. Oh man, just 1 credit and he could have left rested Eli. He had 2 instead of 3. He could have kept me out if he had 1 credit more. That's how it goes. Alright, Nick, what did you think about this game?
I'm excited to see that 2 games in the same round.
Yeah.
We haven't seen this in a while because the games have been going really long.
We had some really long games, and now finally we were able to record both of those games. And it was, I think they were 2 both exciting games. We saw some cards that we never saw, thanks to Jaro. And we had some exciting moves there.
I enjoyed it quite a bit.
So I hope we continue this way when we see next rounds from this tournament. Next time when you join us, hopefully.
Yes.
And when we have hacked the planet.
Hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
We have hacked the planet, and you know what we ended up doing? Making me funnier. Except it doesn't work. You can't make a rock be a liquid.
Okay.
You can melt the rock, and the rock would be a liquid.
But what if you're using scissors instead?
Oh God! Then poor scissors is going to get smashed. But if we covered it with paper.